Hi everyone, I'm back creating another baby keepsake. I wanted to show you how I prepare the pregnancy test so I can minimize the bubbles that come from it. I seal it with UV resin. I put some UV resin over the lines and then I cure it for 60 seconds under my UV lamp. I come back again and do the same thing with the cap. I seal it with UV too so it doesn't come apart or get resin inside of where the stick is. And I'll just wipe off the excess with a baby wipe and then cure it under the UV lamp again. Then I just start with my first layer of resin to secure the baby items in place. Now the problem or the issue with making a baby keepsake with the letter S mold is that if things are not a certain size, it will not fit into the mold. Or if you have too many things, it won't fit into the mold. Like this pregnancy test. It's a normal size test, but it will have to go in the mold at a slight angle. Now for the baby bracelet, I did not notice that it was this wide, so it won't fit the mold how I like either. So after much deliberation, I end up having to place the bracelet at the top, and instead of it facing the front of the S, it will have to be facing the top of the S. Hopefully the flower decorations my customer requested will make up for that though. Then I take the umbilical cord out of the baggie my customer sent it in and place it back inside of the clip the best way that I can. Next is the flower decoration. My customer requested pink flowers and wanted a design that kind of looks like the keepsake I made a few videos back. So here I am placing all of the flowers and adding some greenery to cover the extra space. If you have enjoyed this video so far, please like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Leave a comment and let me know what you think of baby keepsakes. Do you think they're great ideas versus a regular baby keepsake box? Now I'm going to let this cure on my heating mat because it was 35 degrees inside my shed. If you don't have a heating mat for the cold winter months, I do recommend getting one. I have linked some down below in the description. This one I'm using in the video though came from Hobby Lobby. If you'd like to see my review on it, I'll link it in the top right hand corner. Now I'm going to be adding in a little bit of gold flakes too, just for a bit more flair or to make it pop a little bit, since I had to place our baby items kind of weird. So I came back the next day and poured a clear layer. I wanted to make sure the bracelet was covered in resin as much as possible before I started adding the pink swirls. I don't want too much of the pink to shift and end up covering the bracelet. I'd feel so bad if that happened because I already had to place the bracelet in a funny position. The next morning I come back and pour another layer of clear so I can add the pink swirls this time. To create this shade of pink, I am first using the color Rose Red from the brand Baltic Day. I will have it linked in the description below. Then to make this pink a bit more of a baby pink, I add a tiny bit of white pigment from Alumilite. A little bit goes a long way. After 24 hours, I take the keepsake out of the mold to seal the name and date that my customer requested to be on the front. Notice how it is cloudy on the front? That is because I sanded it a little bit with a superfine grit just so the resin will adhere better. Don't worry about getting resin on the sides, as it has been coated in Elmer's glue to prevent the resin from sticking. If you'd like to watch a video on how I did this, I have it linked in the description below as well. After this has cured another 24 hours, I peel off the Elmer's glue, and this is how my customer's baby keepsake turned out. I am completely in love with this piece, and I hope my customer loves it as well. Thanks for watching. See you later.